please. Are we okay? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Witches of the Moon. I am one of the hosts, Dia, aka OreoAces.com. And first of all, excuse all the weird noises, excuse the puffy eyes. I have no idea why this one's puffy. I know why this one's puffy. I have no idea why this one's puffy. I think it's just sympathizing with this one. But, yeah. So this week, right? This sounds a little bit blurry too, to be totally honest. But let me, okay. Before I even get to the top for this week, okay. What happened was Sunday. Sunday we went to a fall festival, and the fall festival was on the farm. This is not our first time going to this farm. This is not our first time going to the fall festival. However, this is the first time that we went to the fall festival late. Normally, when we go there, we're always, because Florida heat. When we go somewhere, we're normally the first ones there when it opens, because it opened up about 11 a.m. So normally we're the first ones there. We do everything we need to do, and by 3, when the sun's at its highest, when it's really, really hot, we're gone. This particular Sunday, we didn't go there until 2 p.m. So the parking situation was definitely different, to say the least. We had to park away from the event, and parking away from it, and away from the event, we didn't realize the environment we was parking in, which was a swampy environment, especially if you walked on the sidewalk. So as we're walking on the sidewalk, now mind you, I got on lip gloss and everything. Not everything. I had on like mascara, eyeliner, and lip gloss. Just a little something. So we're walking, and you see how my hair is, right? This is how my hair is all the freaking time. I always have it flipped to one side, right? So as we're walking, this hair has failed me. It's supposed to be a shield. Nope. I get 7 gannets. I know how to say it. I just like saying gannets instead, because they seem like gannets sound more mutant than what the word gnat sound. I get 7 gannets in this freaking eye. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 7. How? The hair is here. How? Also, as we're walking, I realized that lip gloss and swapping environments don't get along, because I'm also catching that sticking to my fucking lips. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't hear that curse word. But they're sticking to my lips. So now I got to wipe the lip. I have no napkin, so I'm wiping the lip gloss like this off my mouth just to get it off, so they're not sticking to my lips. And now I got gnats trying to stick to my. I was traumatized, and this is just going to the fall festival. Okay, I was traumatized. I get there. I was able to get some water to flush my eye. But at this point, I'm already, like, I know this is swollen, not because something's wrong, but because I got in my head about it, which is probably why this one's now swollen. And I started freaking, even though I flushed out, I started freaking out, and I had a good time there. I did have a good time there, but I was still in my head thinking that gnats had laid babies. They had orgies in my eyeball, and they may have laid babies in my eyes. And I started Googling it, and that led to a whole nother internet scare that I didn't need to see. Okay, anyway, back to the topic, right? Y'all didn't need to know all that. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I just need to get it off my chest. I'm sorry for wasting y'all time. This week's topic is talking about self-dedication. Is it necessary? I think the answer to that is subjective. It's not like an objective answer. To me, it's subjective. It depends. You have to know yourself to know whether self-dedication is necessary or not. For somebody like me, who was fly by night, and the more you try to force me to stick to something, the more I just naturally tend to buck. And that's odd for a Virgo, but I'm not self-dedicating to nothing because I know myself, and I don't want to connect myself that deeply to something. And then I made these connections, and now I'm trying to back out of it. But you can't just back out of spiritual contracts like that. So for me, it ain't for me. Now, for some other people, though, self-dedication may be important because that's what gives them the drive to keep going. That's what gives them what they need to get out there and do what they're supposed to do. And especially when you're first starting out, When you're coming from other practices and you're coming into this practices, self-dedication may be something that you need to push you to keep going, because it can be a very scary thing depending on what practice or background you're coming in if you're new to this. Um, Also, it's something that could help you if when you switched over to this practice and you have not fully studied the practice you were really already in, you may need the self dedication to give you that push, give you that positive vibe to keep going. Um, but if y'all know me, y'all know I never say leave any religion. I always say study yourself out of that religion, because if you study the religion hard enough, I don't care which one it is, it's going to lead you to the craft in some way, kind of, shape, form. It is. Whether you take part in the craft or not, you're going to see elements in pretty much everything. Okay. Um, so it's subjective. I can't say no here and I can't say yes here, because it's not one objective truth for me when it comes to self dedication. It goes from person to person to person. And when I'm talking to my clients, so I may say, hey, you need to stick to this and that. Other one may say, hey, the way your energy is, if you try to stick to one thing, it's going to kill your spirit, because it's too restrictive. So I'm kind of repeating myself. It really depends. Um, Now, if you're talking about self dedication as far as initiation, then if you are initiated, you do need to have that self dedication, which is really just discipline. But you need to have, because you have been initiated, that is kind of a form of self dedication, and you do need to follow through. But if you're a person who, like me, who knows that you ain't going to follow through like that, when it comes to certain things, like I'm not getting a, just for example, if I have to get up every Saturday morning at the same time, every single Saturday, to feed my ancestors at the same exact time every single Saturday, what if I want to go on vacation? What if I want to do this? What if I want to do this? Is an example, so for me, I mean, there's ways to work around it, but for me, that's just not. It takes the connection out of it. It becomes more routine, more ritual. So I can't do it. No. But for a lot of people, other people, it works. It's the only self dedication is the only way they're going to do it. If you're initiated, if you're initiated, you definitely have to go through this part of self dedication. And now, should you get initiated, again, that's up to you. You have to, in this craft, you really have to know yourself. And that's the main thing I can tell you about it. Know yourself. And when I say know yourself, know your strengths and know your weaknesses. Don't judge them, just acknowledge them equally. Know what you're willing to do, know what you're not willing to do. Know what you're willing to try. Make sure that is very clear when you make a spiritual contract. So if you need to step back, you can step back. You have a clause in the contract to get out of it. Um, so yeah, that's it. Sorry this video is going up so late. Oh, happy Samhain to all those. Happy Samhain. I just wanted to say it that way, just to annoy some people. Happy Samhain. But anyway, happy Samhain to all who celebrate. Happy Halloween to all who don't but still take part in the festivities of this day. Um, for my Catholics, happy All Souls Day, happy All Saints Day, happy Halloween again. Happy Day of the Dead. To all my. I know that's probably wrong, but I'm in a goofy mood. And I'm going to get off this camera because I'm tired of looking at this eye. So, don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because you should be. What you doing with your life if you ain't? Don't forget to watch everybody's videos to give it, hey, how you doing? Let us know you here. And as always, stay blessed to be a blessing. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.